The polar bear, the largest of all the bear species. Once a common ancestor to the brown bear, they branched off over 6 million years ago and went through a series of evolutionary changes in order to survive the colder climes of the Arctic. Found in almost every country north of the Arctic Circle, they are capable of surviving extreme temperatures of well beyond -50. The largest population of polar bears can be found in the Hudson Bay area of Canada. Often this region will experience summer temperatures as high as 25 degrees, so polar bears living in Europe and the UK is just like living in the subarctic summer. They have evolved to live in the cold. They do not need the cold to live. Global warming has meant that the build-up of the sea ice is later each year, and the time the ice is available is shorter. Although polar bears are capable of going up to 6 or 7 months without feeding, because of the shorter hunting period, they are starting to travel further south to find food. This means they are increasingly coming into contact with human populations. Large male polar bears can reach up to 800 kilograms, and the females around 350 to 400 kilos. When standing on their hind legs, they can reach over 10 feet tall. As summer takes hold, the sea ice and the snow melts, exposing the hard rocky ground covered with lichens, heathers and grasses. They have small ears and a small tail covered in fur to reduce heat loss. A 5-inch thick body fat layer also keeps them warm. Their huge paws allow them to walk on thin ice by spreading their weight. But they also use their paws like paddles when swimming, and their hind paws serve as rudders. Evolutionary developments mean that they can travel further north onto the ice floes in order to hunt their favourite food, seals. Polar bears are classified as vulnerable, but the numbers are decreasing due to their habitat being reduced by carbon emissions. It is thought that some areas polar bears will disappear within 75 years unless action is taken to reduce our negative impact on climate change. When on the ice, they rely on their double layer of fur to survive the cold. However, when swimming, they rely on their fat layers to keep warm. They are extremely good swimmers and can swim long distances. However, there are limitations to the distance they can swim. So when the sea ice recedes, it makes it more and more difficult for them to reach their hunting grounds. The polar bear is one of nature's greatest beasts, the most adaptable carnivore under extreme conditions, a true survivor.